Everyone, hi! Today's live we're going to be focusing on Beyblade X. It's finally here. It's here, guys. The day that we have all been waiting for. Thank you so much for joining. I have my computer here so that I can read the comments at the same time. ゼノヒコさん、改めてありがとうございます。Haru, guapo, hi, 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 Haru, hi, hi, guapo, how are you, guapo? And home base, hobby channel. Whoa, thank you, everyone. Yes, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to have you here. Can you hear me? Is the sound okay? Everything's fine then. Perfect. Let's look at the brand new products together. I have unboxed them because I had to film some ASMR videos. I hope you enjoyed the first one, which was for Dranzer Spiral. Thank you. MKO, Unknown Blader. Yes, this is the first one that I have unboxed. I'm going to tell you my honest opinions regarding the Beyblade X base. Since I have all 4 base plus this one, I haven't purchased the stadium set and I haven't purchased the starter set, but I have Dran Sword, Hell Size, which is here, Hell Size, Dran Sword, looking brilliant. Wizard Arrow, I chose the red booster version plus the blue Knight Shield. These all look nice. In my opinion, I like Wizard Arrow in the red version, but that's up to you, and the combinations of the parts are different regarding which products you purchase. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about which combination might be ideal when it comes to Beyblade X. And ゼロヒコさん、暑いからエアコン大事やですよね。もう勝手に温度下げちゃって今20、ちょっと緊張もあるのに24度なんですけど。Yeah, it's extremely hot. I was just talking to Mr. Zeno that it's extremely hot in Japan. It's super hot. I went to purchase these yesterday outside. It was super hot. I haven't reserved these products, so I had to go to the store and purchase them. And speaking of purchasing these, they were almost sold out. Almost sold out, really. If I was like 5 minutes late, I couldn't have purchased, especially the Bay Battle Pass. This is actually pretty rare. This was the final one in the store. So hi, love your videos, MKO, thank you. Oh, very, very exciting, Guapo. Yes, it's so nice to have you here. I'm excited because you're here. Thank you, Guapo. Blue Knight Shield Supremacy. Oh yes, Blue Knight Shield. So here's the blue Dran Sword and here's the blue Knight Shield. Their color is identical to me here on the blade. They're pretty much identical, but when it comes to the ratchet, it's kind of different. You see, Dran Sword has like this deep ocean blue, and Knight Shield has this light, kind of, the blue like the sky, nice color. And when it comes to the bit, they also have different colors, different shapes. I really like Knight Shield for its design, but when it comes to this combo, this is very, very unstable. It loses balance easily, so we need to kind of customize. Let's talk about changing these bays, customizing these bays. We have done that with Beyblade Burst, making the combos together. But for Burst bays, it was sometimes really hard to customize. We had like Spriggan, left spin, right spin, and we had to remove the DB core. But as for Beyblade X, it's really easy to customize. That's what I like about Beyblade X, actually. And simply remove the bit. Here's Wizard Arrow. Rotate the ratchet, and that's it. This is easy. It does burst. Not as much as burst base, but we can see the space burst in battles, and that's what makes the battles exciting. Great point. Everyone, the Saber channel says it's Moti's birthday. Yes, have you guys seen the manga? I've seen some videos on YouTube. I'm not sure if that's allowed, but in case you have seen it, you know the story about the manga. I love the details in, the art in the manga, and the story seems exciting. It has just started, but there's a big adventure coming for Kazami Bird, so I'm excited for the manga and for the anime. So I'm planning to read the manga and watch the anime when it starts. For Burst, I haven't read all the mangas. I have only watched the anime, but for this Beyblade X, I'm going to read the manga as well. So everyone, Happy birthday Moti, and happy birthday to everyone whose birthday is July 16. July 16 is the date here in Tokyo. I don't know where you live. It might be July 15th. In case for that, that's fantastic because that's the official release date for Beyblade X. So let me guess. You guys are excited for these two bays because there are so many videos on YouTube featuring Dran Sword and Scythe. That's because these two were released earlier. So these were released yesterday. It's brand new. I haven't done that much test battles, but their performance is brilliant. But the one that you guys are excited the most, let me guess, is this one. Because I am. This was, from the moment this was announced, I was so hyped, and I'm still excited, even seeing it from this distance. So the cool thing is that this is BX00. It's special. I'm not sure if that's the case for all cross generation bays, the remakes, but it could be the case. As for the stadium, you can see the end of the stadium on the wall over there. That has the red ridges around the stadium, and that's also BX00. So BX00 is applied to products that are special, such as this one. I voted Dragoon GT. In case you don't know what Kashmir Martinez is talking about, there's a vote. You get to vote for your favorite bay. You see road to 25th, and the one that gets the most vote will be remade as the Beyblade X version of the bay. I haven't decided which bay to vote, but I'm thinking it's super exciting. I'm so happy that Takaratomi started this vote thing, because in that way we can all participate. It's not just us waiting for Takaratomis to release products, but we get to take part in this huge project. So that's a great way to thank the Blader and the community, I think, and that's a fantastic way for us to enjoy Beyblade. So what a fantastic generation. Happy birthday, Moti. Yes. So my answer is I haven't voted yet. Mr. Piplup voted for Storm Pegasus. That's nice. Jinga's Beyblade. It's a legend, really. I also like Galaxy Pegasus. We've had a lot of Metal Fight remakes in Burst series, so I want to see something that wasn't remade in the Burst series. I wonder what's going to be. As for Dranzer, S, Spiral, they made a good job. Even though it's really told, they did a fantastic job with the color scheme. It seems very natural. Honestly, there's my honest opinion regarding Dranzer. It's not a criticism. Don't be offended, guys. I truly love this bay. I have been a huge fan of Dranzer, but I don't recommend using Dranzer Spiral in Beyblade X battles. I might even make a video explaining this. Is that when it comes to design, it's fantastic, and it actually wins quite a lot of battles. It's not weak, but compared to the other bays, it feels light. But the thing that I'm scared the most is by looking at shape. You see, this is not metal, this is plastic. It might seem like metal, but it's plastic, and the paint wears off and it gets damaged very, very easily. I have used it a couple of times in battle, not that much, and you can already see the paints coming off easily. Look at this blue part here already. This is the case, so be careful. If you are a fan of Dranzer, purchase two. One is for collection. In case you can see over there, can you see the character Kaito Kid from Detective Conan? He's protecting something, and that's Savior Valkyrie. I bought two Savior Valkyries because I really like the design. I didn't want to ruin it in battles, so if you're a fan of Dranzer, get two and keep one safe. Yeah, it gets damaged really, really easily. And not only that, but it leaves blue marks on the stadium. I might show you guys in another battle video, but my stadium is white. You get the transparent version of the stadium if you purchase the stadium set, along with the black ridges. That's really cool. As for my case, the stadium is white, so it has blue marks, and they are so hard to remove. The stadium is almost brand new, but it's all blue, and that doesn't happen with these bays. So it's the case for Dranzer. I mean, it's the case for paint. Be careful while using painted bays like this, especially plastic ones that have vivid color painting. So yeah, just so you know, I didn't want you guys to be excited for Dranzer and you wanted to have fun with the stadium, but the moment you realize the stadium has blue marks all over it. Just so you know, an info, but that doesn't change the fact that this bay is great. Let's look at the box. So the gimmick is supposed to be balance type. I mean, the type is not technically a gimmick, but the thing is that Dranzer can move like an attack type, attack the opposing bay, but also it has a good defense and also stamina. It says here stamina, attack and stamina. So that's the balance, it's the same bit as health size. Taper. Taper is supposed to be like it's supposed to perform like a balance type, and the definition of balance type could be difficult. To be honest, it moves like an attack type, almost like Dran Sword. It moves really fast. If you want to see extreme dash, definitely get the bit flat. Flat is a must-have bit. This could be an alternative taper. I'm a really fan of this bit. It actually has good stamina compared to flat, so it's good. As for the color scheme, since we don't have any transparent bit yet, see, even for health size, it's red and it's not clear, it's not transparent, so this could be used in other bays. I don't know why they don't make transparent bit. Maybe we'll get that in the future. It's like Galaxy Pegasus because the fusion wheel of it gets shipped a lot. Oh yes. Yes, great point. That was a problem. I remember that. White Crow. Hi Noel, thanks so much for your content. I appreciate what you do for the Beyblade community. My pleasure. It's so fun to be able to share this. Yesterday I was scared because one of the advantages of this channel is to be able to provide information fast because I'm in Japan. And yesterday, even though I'm in Japan, I almost couldn't get the product. So I was afraid, not because I wasn't able to purchase the products for myself, but because maybe I might not have been able to share information with you guys, but that was not the case. Luckily, we got the products, including the Bay Battle Pass. So this is really cool. Since the release date of the app has been delayed, we don't get to see the app yet. We'll get to see it eventually, but for now, we just have this. You need to purchase extra batteries. Be careful. I almost came home without purchasing the batteries, and on my way home I remembered I purchased it. You need 2 batteries. In Japanese it's called Tanyon Denchi. You need 2 of these. It's almost like the shape and the weight is almost like the same as the one used in Beyblade Burst. Feels slightly heavier, and the shape of the switch here is kind of different. Really cool. What I liked the most about the launcher grid for Beyblade X was how you attach it. For Beyblade Burst, honestly, it was hard to attach it and remove it. Let's be honest. Sometimes the launcher got stuck and we couldn't remove it. That was a big problem for many bladers. But that's not going to be the case for Beyblade X. You see, you just press here and remove it. Super easy. There's a spring here. There's a spring and it says lock, so you just kind of attach it, push, and it's locked. It's super easy. It's all black. I like black. Very simple, and the power of this ripcord launcher is actually powerful. I might even keep using this launcher. I have been a fan of the string launcher because it was easy. You didn't have to insert the ripcord and pull it every time. We don't need to do that with a string launcher, but when it comes to Beyblade X, I might keep using it. Let's attach the Battle Pass. Looks like this. It's a cool shape, isn't it? I have received a question regarding the ripcord as well. Why is your ripcord straight? Was it hard to make it straight? No, you just kind of bent it on the other side. Et voila, it's straight already. It's super easy, super easy. And it stays straight, so this is the full version of the launcher. There's a T-shaped launcher. Okay. It may happen soon. How would the bits have gimmicks? The bit having gimmicks. We've had a lot of gimmicks in drivers in burst. Had rubber drivers, we had drivers with springs. When it comes to Beyblade X, it might be a problem. So, you know, their Savior Valkyrie behind me had the shot driver, but with burst, that was possible. With Beyblade X, I'm not sure. The whole concept of Beyblade X is Extreme Dash. We need these, you know, these, how do you call these spikes around the bit? So by attaching new gimmicks and keeping these spikes, that's going to be difficult. I wonder how TT is going to do it. Honestly, I don't have a solution yet, but it's a good thing to think about it. Let's all guess. Hi Cosmic Kyle, thanks for joining. Hi. By the way, feel free to ask questions. I will prioritize mainly Beyblade X questions, but you can ask me any kind of question. Feel free to ask questions. Do you think you're gonna watch the anime on TV Tokyo that co-produce and organize the anime? Originate the anime. Hey Bladers, Galactic Blaze, hi! Hello, how are you doing? Oh, Galactic Bladers, thanks for taking your time to join. As for the question from Tom, do you mean the anime of Beyblade X? If the anime you're mentioning is the Beyblade X anime, I'm going to watch it. If you're referring to something else, I'm not so sure. Maybe I don't know yet. That's the case. I mean the original network. Oh yes, the original network. Yes, I'm going to watch it from the original network. There's a fun fact. I used to be on television when I was in college, and the channel that I used to appear to was TV Tokyo. So it's going to be aired from the same television company, which is a coincidence, and I'm really excited. Good, thank you. It's nice, you're doing good. Hi. White Crow. It's crazy how popular the Beyblade X launch is. I've got a friend in Japan bay hunting for me, and the stores are selling out so quickly. Yes. So, a couple of weeks ago, a Spanish Baytuber, if I'm right, called Flow Beyblade. It's a huge channel compared to mine. It's a super fantastic, huge channel. Contacted me, and he told me he was visiting me in Japan. He's in Japan. Beyblade geeks are in Japan. And I saw the video from Flow Beyblade. He showed that footage of people lining up in front of Yodobashi, I think that's the electronics store. The line was huge. There were like more than 100 people lining up. Products got sold out quickly. I went to purchase these, not this actually, sorry. This and this and this, and the launcher grip, and this, to Toys R Us. Toys R Us is still, I think Toys R Us doesn't exist in the United States anymore, but it still exists in Japan. I went there, and the Toys R Us that's near my house is in a huge shopping mall. It's on the 3rd floor. So people had to line up in front of the shopping mall. And when the shopping mall opened, people were rushing into Toys R Us, like literally running. We had to run to get these products. No one got injured, but it was quite a competition. So it's a really rare case. Even in Japan, this wasn't the case for Burst. Takara Tomy did very well with the advertisement, I think. Releasing Hellsize and Dran Sword in advance. This was definitely something, you know, it went on Twitter, it went on many social networking services that made people think, oh, I want these space too. So that was how they kind of advertise secretly, not only through television and Korokoro, but they did a good experiment, not experiment, but showing people how cool the products are. Also, they started a YouTube channel, Beyblade channel. I think that worked too. Well, what is one of your favorite colors? Kyle, my favorite color. Let's just say black. Black, black, black. Black necklace. Black. So I'm waiting for a black bay. I like Prime Apocalypse, but I also like white. I also like white, so I like Genesis. I like black and white. There are other black bays. So in Metal Fight Beyblade, one of my favorites was Gravity Perseus, the black one. I'm waiting for a black Beyblade X Bay. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I also like Dread Phoenix. That's black and red. Not sure ADK Motions is distributor of Beyblade Burst anime and Beyblade X because I have no info who the distributor of the X anime. We need to do more research regarding that. I'll look online about that as well. I'm not sure if we can get the answer soon. TV Tokyo in season 4 and cut the episode in half. Oh yes. Tom, good point. Yes. So Beyblade X is going to be aired on television. As for Beyblade Burst, it has been aired on the television, but from season 4, was it? Yeah, Beyblade Burst Squad. Cho-Z was aired, and from GT, they cut the episode in half. Now it's on Netflix and stuff, but they started airing on YouTube. The episodes were shorter. I like them longer. But Sparking and GT were a fun season to watch. That was also the case for Dynamite Battle, so I don't have a problem with that. But when the episodes are shorter, the stories tend to be really squished, like short, and the battles as well. So I want to see more stories and more communications between characters. Since we have exciting releases, not leaks, but releases, we know the characters such as Moti, we have new Bladers. I want to see the characters, the inner side of the characters. So I want the episodes long and aired on television is a good thing. 黒いよね。ゼノヒコさん、黒いっすよね。黒、ベイブレード X どうなるかなと思うんですけど、結構透明じゃないですか、ここ、内側。だから、黒でクリア、かっこいいと思うんですけど、まだなんか想像つかなくて、ただただ楽しみって感じで待ってますね。どうなることかしら。Black is also one of my favorite colors. Kyle. Oh, black is cool. Yes, black. Black is really cool. But red is cool, so I chose Hell Size. This is just my opinion. You can disagree, but this is my favorite version of Wizard Arrow. Not the combo, but the color scheme. Look, Wizard Arrow. So we have 3 recolors for these. I'm so surprised that TT released so many bays on the release date. I think all the bay tubers are now rushing, filming, and editing. I haven't even finished mine, so I'm working on it. Please look forward to it. If you have any friends who like Beyblade, I would be delighted if you can share my channel. I'll do my best to keep uploading Beyblade videos. So, incidentally, what kind of videos would you like to see soon using these bays? I have filmed ASMR videos for all of these. I have filmed some battle videos using Dranzer. I'm hesitating whether I should appear in the video and speak and do like a review from my point of view. That could be one option, or we could do more battles or doing ASMR things but not unboxing, maybe like ASMR assembling or customizing. That could be an option. If you have any ideas, please let me know. We could battle these against Metal Fight Bays and Burst Bays once again. I feel like the red Wizard Arrow looks like Kamen Rider Wizard. Yes, I have been a fan of Kamen Rider Wizard. You're right, it does. And in the blade you can see, yes, he does look like Kamen Rider Wizard. And if you look at the hood here, it kind of reminds me of Ghost, but the color, the red one, is truly Kamen Rider Wizard. Kamen Rider Wizard was cool with the infinity form and stuff, and in the ring, and it was really cool. You like Hell Size. Hell Size is also cool. Which color of Hell Size do you like, Kyle? When will Cobalt Drake appear? Surely after the app is released. And I think we need to acquire quite a lot of amount of points in order to challenge the game. So it could be announced soon, the date, but obtaining the BEYBLADE Drake should be, we need to wait more for that. Okay, so currently 80K Motions, Shogakukan, Takara and Teru Tokyo are production companies of X anime. Maybe 80K. Well, maybe. Well, we can't find the answer today yet, but I think the odds are high. That could be the case. Awesome content, thank you. Tom, when I go to Tokyo to watch anime, I watch them on the original network that also co-produced the anime just to respect them, in my opinion. I like the way you think. That's a very good way of showing respect for the original company. I totally agree, and thank you for sharing that with us. That's a great way to watch anime when you're visiting Japan. The red hell size. So this is your favorite, Kyle. This is your favorite. Collecting all color schemes of the base could be very, very pricey. Just collecting all 4 base was quite pricey, along with this is like 3,300 yen, if I'm correct. How much is that? 30, a bit less than 30 US dollars. But this is something you're going to use throughout the series. Even though we get season 2 of BEYBLADE X, I think they're going to continue with this. Or not, maybe. Looking back at Metal Fight, we've had the Bay Pointer at first, but then they switch it to a card. I hope that's not the case this time, but we need this device. We need the Battle Pass in order to measure our shoot power. So I think they're going to keep using this for a while. It's something good to purchase if you have enough budget for this. Go for it. When will BEYBLADE Drake appear? When will it appear? Vigilo, as I mentioned, I don't know the date. But after the app is released, the app is going to be released the end of July. So let's say August, September, if everything goes well, but I highly doubt it. Let's just say September. That's my guess. If you get a chance to add your own special move or gimmick on future BEYBLADE X releases, what would it be? Tom, great question, thank you. Well, feel free to share your opinion, everyone, to Tom's question. What kind of gimmicks would you add? I am a huge fan of free spinning gimmicks. It's going to be hard to add free spinning gimmicks to BEYBLADE X, but if I were to choose, I'll do my best to add a free spinning gimmick to BEYBLADE X somehow. It could be even on the bit. Adding like a free spinning pointy end to it, like Eternal Sharp from Flame Libra, that could work. That's pretty possible, I think. But adding it around the ratchet, that's going to be hard. But looking at the boxes, see? Let's look at the box. When it comes to a ratchet, you get to see its status. And as for the ratchet 360, which is on Dran Sword, the height is 60 and it's on the second box. The mark is on the second box. There are 5 boxes, okay? And if we look at Night Shield, this is Night Shield 380N. And 80 is on the 4th box. So there's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. There's going to be a higher ratchet. If we get a higher ratchet, we might be able to add a free spinning gimmick somehow. I'm looking forward to that. Or not. Hi. When someone wins in the app or Takara decides to release it in a recolor Cobalt Drake, Cashmere, thanks for answering. Yes, Vigito, you got the answer. Yes, we might have a chance to get recolor of Cobalt Drake since it's going to be super, super rare. Do you guys remember the bay? In Japan it's pronounced Anubius, Mercury Anubius. That was in Metal Fight. That bay was so rare. I got one from Korokoro, the red one, but the prices on the internet were crazy, insane. I hope that's not the case for Cobalt Drake. I don't really feel comfortable people selling these rare prizes for insane prices. I mean, if someone really wants to sell it and someone really wants to buy it, it seems okay, but it's not really supposed to be like that. So I hope Takaratomi releases Cobalt Drake recolor more accessible to everyone. And we don't really know much about the details of the game, of the app, and how to win it, so we just need to wait about Cobalt Drake. Let's stay patient, everyone. Even though I live in America and I don't know the number of channel TV network, I think in Japan the TV Tokyo was 7. It used to be 7. I don't know if it's still 7. However, the channel number for TV Tokyo I found on Wikipedia is number 7. Yes, you're right, 7. It should still be 7. It should be. Kyle, I wish you can get that too, especially Hell Size. You'll get Hell Size. Why is the Night Shield blue, Vegito? There are several recolors. There are 3 colors, if I'm correct. So, there's the starter set, including 4 base, 3 base. I'm sorry, I forgot. And the Wizard Arrow is included in that. And there's the booster for Night Shield, and that comes with a Ripcord launcher, and that's in a different color. That's green, I think. Was it green? Sorry, I'm wrong. And this is the starter. Starter comes with a launcher and a Night Shield in a different color, and this is the booster, which only comes with Night Shield. It doesn't come with a launcher. The reason why I chose a booster for Wizard Arrow and Night Shield is because I already have 2 launchers from here. And obviously we're going to get so many launchers if we keep purchasing BEYBLADE X products. That was the case for Burst. I have so many launchers. Sometimes TT releases launchers on its own, like the Cyber Custom launcher, and like, you know, we've had bearing launchers and stuff, so we're going to get launchers eventually. I didn't need 4 launchers from the beginning. That's why I chose these combinations. And the combos are different for the starters and the boosters. So you might think, oh no, we need to purchase all of them, but that's not the case. If you purchase all 4 base, if you look carefully at the parts, you'll see that it's actually pretty easy to collect the parts. So you need 360 for the bit, and also 460, 380, and 460. No, for the ratchet. And as for the bit, we have, this comes with, we need bowl, taper. This is flat for Dran Sword. And we also have Night Shield, which comes with N, needle. We need these 4 bits. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of needle and Night Shield. It's really unstable. So my favorite combination for Night Shield is Night Shield 480B. That's bold. I like that combination. Feel free to try it if you have the parts you need. And I haven't mentioned Dranzer. Dranzer Spirals combo, I'm sure you know, but it's 380T taper. Same bit as Hell Size. The color scheme is good. It's meant to be like this. This is the combo for Dranzer Spiral. Okay. And that was the reason for why my Night Shield is blue. So that's why I have 2 blue base, Dran Sword and Night Shield, and 2 red base, which are Wizard Arrow and Hell Size. I'm very excited to get Dran Sword and Hell Size. Jober Squad, oh, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Will you get them soon? They're on their way, I suppose. I'm still a bit confused on how Beyblade in BEYBLADE X Burst, you need an explanation of it, Unknown Blader. You're wondering how BEYBLADE X space burst, am I correct? Well, let's see. Let's look at this. In BEYBLADE Burst, if that's the question, that's a fantastic question. In case of BEYBLADE Burst, we've had locks. And if you rotate the Bey, we've had click, click, burst. Very simple. As for BEYBLADE X, how does it burst? It doesn't even click, it rotates. It has the infinite lock system, let's say. So how does it burst? Well, when we remove the bit, you can see the ratchet. It rotates once. So now you can't, it's locked. You can't remove the ratchet from the blade, okay? Now it's stuck. But if you rotate, oh, by the way, look at this. This is my Wizard Arrow. Can you see? Can you see some blue paints here? What is it? Well, this is from Dranzer. Okay, coming back to the topic. You need to rotate. It clicked once, and now you can remove it. This is an essential part of burst. You can't, I don't think you can rotate it. It's really hard to rotate it when the bit is attached, but when there's a really powerful impact here, it rotates and a bit comes off, and that's how burst happens. It doesn't happen that often, but you can see it. I hope my explanation was clear, but this is it. Basically, now the blade and the ratchet are together, they're locked, but if you rotate it, they're unlocked. And even though the bit is attached, when there's a really powerful impact, sometimes it bursts. So that's it. It's not as simple as burst in burst base, but burst in BEYBLADE X base, basically you need a very powerful hit. One hit is enough. And the burst resistance is all on here. Bit. The bit decides the burst resistance. Let's compare two bits that have two different burst resistance. For example, taper. Taper from Scythe and taper from Dranzer. The burst resistance, it says here, is 80. That's the same for flat from Dran Sword. The burst resistance is 80. But if we look at Wizard Arrow, bow, this is the bit, the burst resistance is 30. It's so low, it's less than a half compared to these bits. So let's look at taper and let's look at bow. You can see here the length here is different. If you look carefully, look. It is so thin. It's really thin on bow. So this is what decides, this line here, this is what decides the burst resistance. Although yesterday I've done some test battles, and in the first battle against Wizard Arrow and Scythe, one of these blades bursted. Guess which one? To my surprise, it was Scythe. So we never know. The burst resistance doesn't guarantee you anything, but it's just like a measure of, you know, to kind of decide which combinations you like, but you don't need to be stuck on these status. You don't need to say, oh, taper's burst resistance is 80, it's strong. That's not really the case. That's not it. Okay. I hope that explained my question, your question, Unknown Blader. What are your thoughts on Night Lance that was recently announced? It's supposed to be counter attack, right? The green. I like the design. I wonder. I only have one question for Night Lance. Is how different is it going to be from? Where is it? I keep losing the boxes. Here, Night Shield. So Night Lance is supposed to be more counter kind of thing, and the concept of Night Shield is just protection, shock absorption. So I'm curious about it. Honestly, we have a couple of base here, but it's hard to see the difference in gimmicks from the blades because they don't actually have gimmicks yet. So Night Shield says it has shock absorption, but it doesn't have any cushions. You know, it's just, there's a void here, so that this is supposed to be shock absorption. As for Night Lance, it depends what its actual gimmick is going to be, but to be honest, I'm excited because it looks good. I like the design. That's enough to be excited. That's a good reason enough to be excited. But I'm just waiting for more details and more actual videos from Takara Tomy. Okay, BEYBLADE X is very interesting generation for all the bladers. It is for all bladers. You and me, everyone around the world. And that's one of the great things about BEYBLADE X. I'm looking forward to who is the new series developer. Tom, you're so into anime and who's behind it. That's great. You just keep doing your research, and well, if you get any information or if you find your answer, well, let me know. I hope you get your answer quickly. I'm sorry I cannot provide you the answer about the anime today. If you came in with a good powerful attack gimmick on a future Bay for Kamen X or future Dran Sword for the next season, what would it be? Dran Sword is supposed to be like a protagonist attack types, such as Valkyrie. To me, like, it has 3 blades, it's blue, it's fast, it has a flat, so I would give a wider flat bit. So that was the case for Metal Burst, Metal Fight base. You know, we've had thin flat, and we've had whole flat, and we've had like wider ones and extreme wide ones. So the more it gets wider, it moves around the stadiums, and therefore easier to activate Extreme Dash. So that's the gimmick I'm going to give the next Dran Sword. I'm not sure if rubber is going to be possible on Beyblade X. Maybe it's possible. Let's wait for it. Okay, what's up, Noel? Can't wait for Beyblade X to come to America next year. Oh, it's next year. I heard an announcement. It's going to be released in Asia, like Singapore, was it? I don't know. Other countries, Philippines is included, but United States. Okay, that's going to be next year. Okay, that's super exciting. That is exciting. Thank you for joining, Kyle. That was a good explanation. Thanks. Oh, Unknown Vader, I'm so glad I was able to answer. Thank you for understanding my poor explanation. Oh, I'm glad you got it. 先日発表された G2 大会開催されたら参加しますか？いや、めっちゃしたいと思ってたんですけど、日程再確認します。日程再確認しますよ、ひこさん。多分、いや、もう確実に出れたらもう 100% いきます。もう楽しみです。もう大会はベイブレード X 発表された時から楽しみで、メタルファイト時代は結構大会出てたんですけど、バースト時代ってあんまり実は大会とか出てなかったので、 X になってからは、もう年齢制限とかも今より広くこうね設けられてるみたいなので、極力積極的に大会は出ていきたいなって思ってます。Warlords Unite. Let's go, Beyblade X. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Oscvader, hi guys. Hi, Oscvader. Nice new profile picture. Hi, Oscvader. I hope you're doing well. Is okay. Sup, Noel. Moen, hi. You just joined? Thanks for joining. So here are the base that I got yesterday. Wizard Arrow, Night Shield. Yeah, honestly, Dranzer feels so light compared to the other bases. Is it just me? It does feel light. It is light. And you'll see in battles, when you use Dranzer in battles, it gets knocked out quite easily. But it does sometimes defeat other bases by extreme finish. So it's not weak at all, but it sure is light. But therefore it moves fast. See, Dran Sword feels heavier than Dranzer, but they both have... Oh no, not that. Hell size, they both have the taper bit, but they move differently because the weight is different. It's really fun to compare these differences. I heard Hasbro is shutting down operations on their own license from Takara Tomy. Oh, is that so? There are many opinions regarding Hasbro base. I watch Zanki's channel and I am aware about the Hasbro base, Quad Drive, Quad Strike, and the anime. Well, honestly, they're different from Takara Tomy. They're different. We shouldn't take these two things and say they're the same Beyblade. They're different. So I don't know what's going to happen. But if that's true, well, I hope Takara Tomy gets to distribute Beyblade all over the world. And I'm sure many people will be happy about that. Takara Tomy getting in charge. I was curious about the Hasbro base. So Pro Series was good. Pro Series was good. I'm happy with it. I have Pro Series Prima Block, Pro Series Union Achilles? No? Yeah. And Pro Series, I don't know, I have 4, Master Devolos. Okay. I like Dranzer. You like Dranzer, Moen. Dranzer is here. I like Dranzer too. They did a great job with the design and the color scheme. Looks so natural. A true legend. I want to re-watch the anime from the first generation. I should. It's on the YouTube channel. I'll watch it. Have you seen Benchblade's 3D printed bits? He made some out of metal and rubber. Oh, White Crow, thanks for the info. Benchblades. I will watch it. I haven't yet, but I will definitely. seeing, oh yes, metal bits. Yes, oops, I dropped something. Oh, sorry, I dropped a box of Dranzer. Yes, metal bits, that's possible. Yeah, yeah, it's going to be exciting. Metal bits. I'm excited to see metal flat. Metal flat was used in Capricorn, not Storm Capricorn, but Screw Capricorn in Metal Fight. I'm excited. And rubber. Rubber is going to be exciting. Alrighty. I also heard Takaratomi are making international sales on Beyblade and not just Asia. Yes, that's supposed to be the case. That's supposed to be. I went to the early trial event of Beyblade X, and that's what they're saying. They're going to do Beyblade internationally. So let's wait a bit, and it should be available internationally. Okay. Moen, I saw Super Hyperion from Zanki's channel. I watched it. Yeah, I did. Hi Noah, what do you think about Quad Strike? You mean the anime? The anime or the base? I enjoyed watching the anime because we don't get to see that in Japan. It was like watching something else, and I really liked the music of Beyblade, the background music, and they reused the music from the previous generations. We got to see Hikaru, Hyuga, Aiga. That's just fun. When it comes to seeing the characters having fun with battles, that's the important thing. I mean, it would have been nice to see Aiga with Zesta Kitties, but I'm okay with it. Quad Strike was... I know there are many criticism about that season, but I enjoyed it, honestly. This is my honest opinion. And as for the base, well, sorry, I prefer the BU and DV base than Quad Strike. I mean, you could disagree. I'm really excited to have Beyblade X next week. Victor, you're getting it next week. That's so soon. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, it's on your way. It's on your way. Cameron, maybe on Zanki's channel, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe. Do you think Beyblade X can beat Beyblade Metal Fight someday? Yeah. For now, I have used Dran Sword and Scythe against Metal Fight base, and Metal Fight base were powerful. Even if we take like the first ones, they're still powerful, and like the last one, the 4D, that's too heavy to battle these base. So, but eventually, if Beyblade X evolves, they will stand a chance against Metal Fight, and I'm looking forward to that day. I will definitely release a video when that day comes. Cameron, they made a licensing company called T Licensing. I've never heard of that. Thanks for letting me know. Takaratomi did plan to go global for Beyblade X. They did. Hi, Boy Dragoon. Hi, you changed your profile picture. It's a violet color. It used to be red and black, isn't it? Oh, nice. Violet. Do we have a purple color Beyblade X already? Do we? I'm not sure. Cobalt Drake will get it, but it's the metal that's around it that's purple. For now, we have green, yellow, red, blue. Do we have other colors? But we need... Okay. And Joshua. Hello, Joshua. Hi. Hi. And Tom, I'm wondering when they're gonna make the Quad Strike anime to Japan. No, I don't think they're going to. I prefer the Japanese version in English. Tom, I don't think they're going to. I don't think that's going to happen. There's no point advertising Quad Strike Hasbro base in Japan. So I think Quad Strike is only outside of Japan, only available to countries that sell Hasbro base, if I'm not wrong. I hope I'm not. I didn't know PAX PX had a flashbacks on International Bladers Cup. And Bang Blader, thanks for commenting. Love your content. My order will probably arrive in 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know how to live properly waiting for it to arrive. I get that. I couldn't sleep before the release of Beyblade X, and since now you're waiting for arrival, that must be the case. Just stay calm, stay healthy, eat well, sleep well, and keep doing that. Sleep a couple of times, and in a couple of weeks, it should be there. Stay patient, stay strong. You can do it, Bang Blader. Kyle, What do you think about Hasbro's Pro Series? I answered that earlier. I like it. I like it. I like Apocalypse Pro Series. But I felt that the ultimate reboot from Hasbro Pro Series left marks on the stadiums. They tend to leave more marks on the stadiums compared to Takatomi ones. That was one beef I've had. But apart from that, it was okay. I think Hasbro did a great job with Pro Series. Truly, I do. And since they made base more accessible to other countries that are almost identical to Takatomi, there's no reason to criticize Pro Series for me. Void Dragoon, not yet. I want so bad a Violet Hell Size put alongside with Dead Hades and Size Chronos. Please make that happen. I'm looking forward to you posting that picture. We do need a purple version of Hell Size. Red is cool enough, but Violet, that's going to be so cool. Yeah, it suits you, Void Dragoon. Violet Hell Size. Tom, yeah, you're right, but as Japanese dubbing and not reproduction quad strike on random Japanese airings. Tom, then someone should do it on YouTube. I mean, I'm not planning to do that. Using animes is dangerous. Is it going to be aired on TV? I don't know. Is it going to be aired on the internet? Maybe. Maybe someone will do it, Tom. Maybe. Cannot guarantee. T-licensing is said to be a subsidiary of Takatomi. White Crow. The Shark Bay is purple, but I don't think we are supposed to know about that yet. Ooh, yeah. I saw the video, I saw the original video of Zanki, and I saw Zanki's video that a video has been deleted. So by now we should have known that already, but the app should have been released yesterday. It hasn't been, but there has been a leak of the app. Not a leak, sorry, my apologies, not a leak. It was accessible to Google Play, to everyone. That's supposed to be the case, and we got to see the Shark Bay. So let's just wait for it, but you know, leaks are not good. If that was not a leak, you know, I think Takatomi has been really strict about these information. What do you think of Hasbro Beyblade over the years? As for Pro Series, I like them. As for Quad Drive, Quad Strike, and the previous ones, well, I prefer Takatomi. That's my opinion. And that opinion got more solid when I saw Greatest Raphael, Glory Ragnar. That was sad. They should have kept the Halo gimmick. And thank you. But I think I will refresh my order page 1,000 times a day. That's a lot. By clicking too much, your computer is going to be really tired. So no, not too much, okay. But it's so nice that you're excited. Also, I ordered from Japan and Hong Kong since BEYBLADE X will be released in November. I see. Do you think the X anime have a deeper and emotional story like popular anime I want to see international? Tom, great question. And I'm pretty confident to say yes, because that's like the trend of anime in Japan nowadays. It's not just about showing cool characters, doing cool battles. Now we need deeper stories. And I'm sure that the people who are involved know about that, they're aware of that, so there is going to be a deeper story. That's why they added interesting characters, including female bladers, which we have waited so long. So yeah, we can count on the story, definitely. It's not going to let us down. If you can create your own concept of X attack type Bay with gimmicks and special move, what would it be, Tom? So since we're talking X space, we'll say here we have two. This is not technically, Dranzer is technically not attack, but it has, like, it moves like an attack type. Dran Sword is attack. We need to keep the extreme dash gimmick, so I would use 3 blades in my attack type. So the shape is going to be similar to Dran Sword, pretty similar. The color is going to be black because I like black. As for the ratchet, I would like to add some rubber to the ratchet in my attack type blade. So like the Zenith disc or the chassis from Brave Valkyrie. As for the driver, I'm not such a huge fan of rubber, so I'm going to make a rubber that was included in Bloody Longinus, but the other way around. It was the driver from Bloody Longinus. You know, the performance tip from Galaxy Pegasus, it has like a spiral shape. I will make that but in plastic. So, okay, that's my attack type bait. Thanks for asking. Oh, Jolt driver. Yes, thank you, Moin. Jolt driver. That is. I like that kind of shape. That's it's really cool for an attack type. I'm excited about the fact that TT will sell internationally because most of the time I can only buy bays from stores near me and I miss out. Oh no. So yeah, unknown blader. Finally, Takatomi is doing a great job selling it internationally. This is exciting. They should have done it earlier if they could have, but it's finally here. I feel uncomfortable when I saw the Hasbro version of it, especially Raphael, Ragnar. Is Wizard Arrow good? I'm confident to say Wizard Arrow is good on this stock combo. It's good enough. It stand a good. Oh, this was Hell Size. It stand a good chance against Hell Size, and you get to see different combos for Wizard Arrow. This combo for Wizard Arrow is Wizard Arrow, red version, Ratchet 480, Bit Bowl. And this combination is good. It's good. For now, this is my ideal combination. It's really pretty well balanced. It's very stable. It stays at the center of the stadium. So if you want to see Extreme Dash, it might not be an ideal bay for you, but stamina types are always good. This is good. I totally recommend it. I wonder what's the type for this. Yeah, it's still stamina. The Wizard Arrow is stamina. So the gimmick is Enshin Ryoku Jikyu, which means the force, the outer force creating high stamina. That's the gimmick for Wizard Arrow. Okay, what X-Bay do you think is the best? In terms of design, Dranzer Spiral. But in terms of gimmicks and overall from the stock combo is Hell Size. This is my opinion. I think Hell Size is super powerful. Hell Size 460T. Dran Sword is good. Dran Sword is really good. But actually, Hell Size tend to keep a good balance. Overall, it has good attack. It also has good stamina, decent stamina. So overall, I've tried battling Dran Sword and Hell Size many times, but to me, it seemed like Hell Size won the most. But just get the one you like. That's my opinion. Hey Noel, what do you think of the Sparking and DP launchers? Sparking launcher was cool and fun. It's cool and fun. But when you want to be competitive, we needed a powerful launcher, so that's why I like DB launchers. And the cool thing about DB launchers is that we can customize the launchers. So we've had the bearing unit, we had the power unit, we even had like the sword DB launcher. That was fun. I'm a huge fan of DB launchers. But this launcher is actually good. I haven't been such a huge fan of Ripcord launchers. I like Ripcord launcher for Phoenix because I'm a fan of Phi. But this time, the Ripcord launcher of BEYBLADE X is good. Oh, speaking of launchers, look. I'm going to turn the switch on. You press 3 seconds here. And the light is going to turn green. And if you insert the ripcord and you attach your bay, look carefully, it turns red. It knows the bay is attached. And that's how you get to measure the power of your launch. Okay. And what are the bays from each gen that you're voting to get remake? My favorite bay from Burst was Genesis. My favorite bay from Metal Fight was... It's a good question. Soul Blaze or Gravity Perseus. Oh, Blitz Unicorno was good too. Blitz Unicorno. I'm not so sure. I need more time. I need more time. I also like the black Dranzer. I also like the black Dranzer from the first generation. I'm going to look back again and think carefully before voting. Okay, let's vote, everyone. But I have watched the Quad Strike anime. You're not a fan of Beyblade Burst English dub, but I do like the story. No gonna. Oh, Tom, you like the story of Quad Strike? Nice, nice. Yeah. And I like how I like the tempo, the speed of the anime, how it goes on. It was really comfortable while watching it. I'm curious how the Battle Pass logger works. Does it actually read your spin power? It does, but you need the app for it, so I can't use it right now. But it should work. And in general, how does it work and what is the purpose? So the purpose is to measure your spin power, and by accumulating the points using it, if you have the app, you'll get to play a game and stuff. So you'll need it to play the game, and you'll need this and the app to apply for Cobalt Drake. So we'll get other prizes eventually. Okay. Okay. What are your thoughts? I think the Beylogger is a good system, and if you can get it, you should get it. Do you think Beyblade Championship will become an international sport? All bladers around the world, like other sports, and maybe famous bladers, just like how the anime does. Oh, that's a dream. It's a dream. That's a dream come true. Anime becomes reality. Having professional bladers. I think that's what Takaratomi is trying to do, and I would love to be part of it. So, well, let's make that happen. It's up to us. It's up to the bladers to do that. Let's keep blading, let's make Beyblade more famous, and eventually it's going to be possible. Okay, have you ever had a Pokemon card? Yes, I did have a lot, actually. I've been collecting a lot of cards. I've been playing with Pokemon cards for a while, but the recent ones I don't have. I have ones from a couple of years ago. And I even have like French ones, English ones, and Japanese ones. I've been collecting them. How do I start collecting some XPs? Well, the best option for now is to go online. But if you wait, it might be available in your country. Let's see. Hey Noel, what are your own thoughts on Beyblade season through 1-7? Burst? I like Sparking. I like the characters overall. Volt was a fantastic protagonist. It was fun watching the Beyblade anime. Well, if I start talking, it's going to take so long, so I'm just going to say it's so fun to watch. I love it. I still rewatch it on Netflix. It makes me happy watching Beyblade anime. Hi, Arian. Hi. Thanks for joining. Hi. Unknown Blader. When you mentioned Beyblade X Launcher ripcords being easy to straighten, is the complete opposite for Hasbro. Oh, yes. I got the Pro Series Hasbro, and the ripcord's a nightmare. It's just bent all, and you can't straighten it. I think the reason for that is because it's actually pretty thick, see? It's quite thick and it's solid. That's why if you bend it, it becomes straight easily. So that's the case. Yeah, different fabric, it's totally different. Use hot water to straighten him. Oh, Unknown Blade, hot water, that's a good idea. Brilliant. What are your thoughts on Quadra character? Quadra, I like his motion when he's activating special moves. And he looks cool. He's a character that we didn't get to see in the previous season, so that's what makes him unique and different. His outfit is also cool. I like him. Hi Noel, what are your favorite characters in Quad Strike? But I have been a fan of Hyuga and Hikaru, so since they're in it, Hyuga and Hikaru both, they're different characters, but to me they're like together, they're like a duo. Hi, Vance Twilight, thanks for joining. Hi, and everyone, I will be signing off soon. Thanks for joining. So, final questions. It could be about Beyblade X, Dranzer, Hell Size, Dran Sword, or the new launcher, or the Beyblade, what I felt using Beyblade X. Any questions, or even questions that are not related to Beyblade X. It could be personal. I'm not sure if I can answer all questions, but final question time, guys. I will be signing off. Today I'm having lunch with my mother soon. In an hour. Really looking forward to it, and I'm getting hungry. Thanks for joining. For those of you, I know you've had all plans, and for those of you who stayed awake, if the time was inconvenient, my apologies. I think I left the archive for this. It should be available by tomorrow. Okay. Let's go. Hi, you're the best YouTuber ever. Oh, Donovan. Thanks. I'm so flattered. Oh, you put a smile on my face. Thank you. Thanks for watching and for commenting. I'll keep doing Beyblade videos. Hey Noel, what are your thoughts on fusion gimmicks of Hyperion and Helios? When the fusion gimmick came out in BU, when it was announced, that was pretty unexpected. I didn't expect to see that in Hyugan, in Hyperion's, in those bays, Hyperion and Helios, but when we think about it, it's actually a cool gimmick. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but now I like it because Hyuga and Hikaru, they're like together. They both have strengths and weaknesses, and that kind of represents, that the gimmick represents that. You know, you get the rubber, metal, and, you know, they're strong on their own, but they can support each other. So since I'm a fan of Hikaru and Hyuga, I like the fusion gimmick of Helios and Hyperion. Thanks for asking, Kyle. Arian, well, bye, since I just woke up late. Oh, Arian, bye-bye, thanks for joining. Let's do more lives. Thank you always for commenting. Okay. I think Quadra is the third female blader of Beyblade Burst anime. Oh yes, we've had a couple of bladers, female bladers in Burst. Yeah. I wish Takaratomi released Magma Ifrit. That was a cool bane. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for your time. Thanks for joining. Have a wonderful day, you too. Or maybe good night. Wonderful day. Thanks for joining. You watched the Quintuplets movie released recently. What's Vanished Twilight? Which movie is that? I'll look for it. I haven't watched it. I will look about it. Thanks for letting me know. The recent movies I watched are Fast and Furious and Indiana Jones. I truly enjoyed Indiana Jones. But thanks for asking. I'm always welcome to off-topic questions. Always, thank you. If you meet anime developer writer of Beyblade Burst, Hideki Sonoda, what questions you like to ask him? Since you mentioned anime, I would like to ask him how they communicate with the writer of the manga. Sometimes they alter stories, sometimes they alter base and characters and how the characters develop. So I would like to ask him how they communicate and what questions they ask each other while turning manga into anime. And how I imagine that's a very difficult process, but I enjoy both manga and anime. So since I'm a fan of both manga and anime, I would like to ask how they do that. That's awesome. Okay, Shu is back in Beyblade vs. Quad Strike. Your favorite Beyblade generation? Yeah, that's hard. That's hard, but I thought that Burst wasn't going to beat Metal Fight for me. But now when we think about it, I've devoted a lot of love to Burst, and honestly, Metal Fight is my childhood, so it has to be #1. But I enjoyed it in terms of joy and excitement. Burst, thank you, Burst. But if I had to pick one, I'm going to pick Metal Fight because of childhood nostalgia. I mean, come on. Indiana Jones kind of failed. Glad you enjoyed it, though. Vanish. Oh, yeah. I enjoyed it because I'm a fan of Mads Mikkelsen, and just seeing him on screen, it was nice, and the characters were nice. Yeah, in the end, there were some scenes that were quite spectacular in a weird way, maybe, but I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not saying that the story was fantastic or it's like a wonderful masterpiece movie or something like that, but I enjoyed it. I had fun watching it, so that was my opinion. It's a wonderful stream. Thank you, Galactic Base. Thank you for joining so many of my streams. Thank you. Was getting my kids to bed. Great day. Okay, good night. Good night to your kids and to you later on. Thank you. Sweet dreams, you all. Tom, I like to do live reactions, but I don't know how to do it, and I'm kind of afraid about the copyright problem. I don't feel comfortable using anime videos in my channel. I'm going to stay careful. I'm going to see how other BayTubers deal with that. Alex, thanks for joining. We're just about to sign off, but thanks for joining. And Kyle, the VS gear is cool, but I prefer the V gear. That's my opinion. Okay, so guys, we'll be signing off. Thanks for watching. I have released the ASMR unboxing of Dranzer, Scythe, and Dran Sword. It's already out. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I will release the unboxing of these accordingly and the battle videos. Maybe a review. I haven't filmed a review yet. I might. But I hope this live session kind of covered some of your questions and my thoughts about the new base. And honestly, all I can say is BEYBLADE X is so fun. It's an exciting generation we have, and the gimmick is fun. The base look good. I like the design of Night Shield, blue version. It's really cool. So stay tuned, everyone. And I recently started Threads. I don't really know how to use it since it's really similar to Twitter, but check my Instagram and Twitter, TikTok accounts if you haven't followed them. That really helps. That really does. Thank you, everyone, for joining and for commenting. Okay, that's it. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Have a wonderful day. Good night. Sweet dreams. See you in the next video or in the next live session. I will be signing off. Okay, guys. 3, 2, 1. Go shoot.